This is ABC 7 News, Chicago's #1 news, with Stacy Baca, Ben Bradley, and weather with meteorologist Phil Schwartz. This is ABC 7 News, Sunday morning.
All right, well, if you own a house, should you sell right now? What if you're looking to buy? We're going to get some expert advice on the Chicago real estate market coming up next. You might wonder if now is a good time to invest or perhaps sell in the housing market. And Lee Kiser with the Kiser Group is here to talk about real estate trends right now in Chicago. So nice to have you with us this morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about diving in and buying a place right now?
Well, if you've been able to maintain good credit throughout this crisis and you're still good for a lender to finance, now's the perfect time to be getting back into the market.
And why do you say that? Now is the perfect time.
Now's the perfect time because as the markets slowly begin to recover, you'll also see values beginning to recover. That's not really started yet. So financing coming back into the market where you still see values and prices of homes that are at historic lows.
All right. So some people who might be interested and say, you know, I am ready to jump in and buy a place, but are worried about the financing of all this. How difficult is it right now to actually get a loan? I mean, for a lot of people, it's still a difficult thing.
For most of us, it's very difficult. Unlike previously, you need to have a sizable down payment now to buy a home. And you should really count on having at least 20%. There are projects that have FHA approval where you can put down much less than that, but those are few and far between. But if you do have that down payment, there are lenders very active in the market again. Again, as long as your credit is good and you have that down payment, financing is readily available.
All right. Now, I find it interesting. You have different thoughts on neighborhoods throughout the Chicago area. What are your thoughts about investing in homes and where should people be looking? What's hot, what's not, that sort of thing?
Well, I tend to tell people stay away from the extreme ends of the spectrum. So the really top-notch locations, those values have not many times come down the way that one would think.
Give me some neighborhoods. Lincoln Park jumps to mind. Is that true?
Yes. Lincoln Park, Lakeview, some of the central business district areas, River North, Old Town, West Loop. You won't see the same proportional values and savings in some of those neighborhoods. A lot of people also want to go where the real values are in terms of a price per pound or this price per square foot. Neighborhoods that have been kind of decimated in their valuation. Englewood comes to mind, parts of South Shore. I would stay away from those ends of the spectrum. I would look for good, solid, Class C type locations in Chicago, close to transportation. Edgewater, Uptown, parts of Bronzeville or Hyde Park. These are where the values have not fully recovered yet, and you might find a really good deal there. And 5 years from now, you'll look back and think, that was a great buy.
That was a good decision. All right. Well, thank you very much, Lee Kiser, of course. And you can find Lee's tips on our website. That is abc7chicago.com. We'll be right back.